original theme music is by Sean Siegfried, and you can follow him on YouTube at Sean Siegfried, or
I was wondering if you could tell me like the complete story of like the times you boarded the Russian ship.
Oh yeah.
With as many details from beginning to end as you can remember.
Yeah.
I'd like to get that story.
Okay.
Alright, I'll turn this down so we can do that.
It was stayed basically on the same position at Lake Superior without moving very much for over a month. And nobody knew what the hell they were doing. They couldn't figure it out, why I was there, what they were going to do.
How big of a ship was it?
I don't know. It was the size of an ocean-going ship that got in there. I don't know how long it was.
All right.
Big. So they finally came in into Duluth and tied up at the port of entry and so forth. And we boarded it because nobody knew what they were going to do. We had M1 rifles with a bayonet attached to them, loaded 45, and went in there looking around, and everywhere there was a door closed, you wondering if there's somebody behind it going to kill you.
Do you remember how many people went with you to board the ship?
Just 4 of us.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't find anything. We never did find out. They think it was stealing communications, radio transmissions, and things like that.
How many Russians did you encounter? Do you remember? Just an estimate?
Maybe 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was there any tense reaction on their part?
Oh yeah.
Were they
didn't want us there.
Right.
Yeah, the one guy wouldn't move out of the way of the door, so I put the bayonet up about 3 inches from his throat. And then you got the idea.
Yeah, he understood.
Yeah.
The universal language, this will kill you.
Oh yeah. And we would have done that, you know, if we had to.
Yeah.
It was either them or us, and we figured there were so many of them to make an example, because we couldn't overcome 50 people.
Right. Right. I mean, that's something else.
Yeah.
You got to think like how many times during the Cold War did any American servicemen actually encounter a real live Russian they had to interact with? Probably not that many.
Right.
You know, it's all proxy wars, unless you count like the special forces that went over and did stuff overseas.
Right.
You know, they undoubtedly encountered some here and there, but you know, here domestically in the U.S., that's got to be slim and none.
Right. And so, you know, we had training for something like that in boot camp. Everybody's wondering why. We're not going overseas. Well, I found out why.
Yeah. That's fascinating.
We basically had to do the same thing in Racine. There's race riots, maybe. We were about a quarter mile from downtown Racine. They started coming out the way we were.
Right.
Of course, there's Candy and I, or Mom and I, and another couple in the first floor of the government quarters, and all the other guys. We got loaded up and ready to go then too. If they came down there, they started to come down there, and they saw what we had, the bayonets and all that, and they backed off.
Yeah, pretty quick.
There was
very intimidating to see that.
Yeah. There was a priest in Milwaukee that started all that.
The race riot?
Yeah, he caused them to get so upset there'd be riots. I remember his name, Grappi was his last name. And we were told if he was with them and attempted to
agitate,
to hurt us or kill us, or to kill him.
Shit.
A priest.
Shit. That's a hard order to follow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
In the equipment I was wearing, I had 150 rounds of ammo in that, plus a load of weapons.
Yeah. That's amazing.
They ruined the downtown, smashed the store windows.
Vandalism, looting.
Yeah.
That had to be the really until now. I'd say that's the most turbulent point in our country's history, aside from the Civil War. You know.
Yep.
You see looting and not looting, but a bunch of rioting happening sometimes now. A lot of demonstrations.
You could hear it going on. You could see fires. They sit in the stores. And Sandy was about a month old, something like that. Of course, your mom's scared to death. I told her, you know, we're gonna We're going to take care of it. Don't worry about it. Meanwhile, there's 400 or 500 of them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Very blessed it didn't escalate.
Right. Someone asked me if I was afraid. I said, no, I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. I'm nervous. I'm not afraid. Are you ready to do what you have to do? Yeah, I'm ready. First one that comes down here that's going to get bullet in his face.
Well, I had no idea that's the first I heard of that story.
Yeah.
Do you, wow. I remember you told me a little bit about one time you guys boarded a ship and it turned out there was a woman like in the bottom hold that you were sure was going to end up in the water because they were abusing her.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what you remember about that one, or was it
kind of foggy? I just remember we boarded it for whatever reason. There was something wrong, and we had to search the whole place. We found a woman down there worried she was hurt and so forth. All she'd do was cry.
Do you recall how she was hurt?
She got a beating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bruises,
blood.
yeah.
So we didn't know which one did it to her, so we handcuffed all of them.
How many were there, do you recall?
4.
4 guys and one victim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They probably took turns.
Yeah.
So we boarded, we handcuffed them. We got in the entry. We had to wait for the regiment of guys to come up from Minneapolis to take them off and take them to the courthouse and to jail. We couldn't turn them over to local police because it was a federal matter. I never knew what happened to her at the end.
I imagine, given the lack of knowledge about PTSD at the time or how to treat it, they probably passed her up physically and set her loose. And then at some point, hopefully, she got help for as it was available.
Yeah.
To put her life back together. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I do recall, I think most of the details of when you guys went out on that breakwater to rescue some college kids who went out to play in the storm.
Yeah, too.
And that everybody, I mean, like, you lost at least one friend, and the college kids were gone because it's that kind of storm.
Nobody can see them.
Right.
The guy that operated the lift bridge, you know, the one going down where the Coast Guard station was, goes up and down.
Right.
He saw them go out there and couldn't see them anymore.
So he called it in.
Right.
Yeah.
It was too early in the year to have anybody in the lighthouse to look. He got out there maybe May through December.
Yeah.
There's no way. And there's a church up in the hill, top of the hill in Duluth with a copper roof.
Yeah.
The minister was on the radio all the time.
Is this the same one? Same minister or a different minister? From the previous story.
That's the same one.
Oh, okay.
He comes down to Coast Guard station, demands we go out with the kids. Try to tell him the ways are halfway up the top of the other lighthouses too. There's no way they're there.
Yeah.
The commanding officer, Group Duluth, came down and he gave into it. And that's what happened.
He's worried how it looked in the press. He's worried how that story would look in the press.
No, I don't think that was it. The minister just kept raising hell.
Yeah.
So one guy washed overboard, and there was a big rope connecting all 3 guys together, maybe 20, 30 feet apart. And the idea was if somebody went off, the other 2 guys would hold on the rope and pull. And it was so rough he couldn't do it. The guy was small. I mean, really, not a big guy, just a little man. And he drowned and came back in and smashed his head against the wall. He was already dead, they figured. The next guy fell and hurt his back real bad. The 3rd guy, nothing happened to. So I probably did the wrong thing. I said, yeah, minister, here's what you caused. Think about it.
It wasn't the wrong thing to do. Just because he's the holy man doesn't mean he's always right.
Right.
see the consequences of what his words did.
Yeah.
Might make him temper his demands in the future.
Well, the commanding officer had no business giving in to him. He didn't get court-martialed. He got transferred out of there fast on some ship in the shore of Texas. That's where they put him.
As punishment, they got him out of there and got him someplace else he wouldn't like.
He was a real bastard. He came to Superior Entry Light. As soon as maybe 2 weeks after he got there, they brought him over in the 40-footer, up the ladder into the place, starts looking around, and when he's leaving, he slipped on the floor and fell on his back, and he looked at me and he says, "Oh, I'll get you for this," and I couldn't say a word. It wasn't my job to clean it. In that area, it was another guy, but I don't want to rat the other guy out.
Right.
What he would do is mop the floor with fuel oil to make it shine.
Yeah, I think you told me that before, where he would, for some reason, he didn't put together oil is slick. It's not just shiny.
Right. Right.
Good Lord. Trying to do something nice and he messed it up. Yeah. Jesus. That could ruin someone's back for life if you hit it right. You know?
Yeah.
Go down wrong, you could. You know, people are weird.
And there's another part of the story further down the road. I'm thinking maybe in January of '66. I was going out with a girl in Superior. And we went somewhere and she said, we'll go in here. It was a house with three guys in it. And I'm drinking wine. I said, I don't want any. He said, drink it, I told you. So I did, and it had drugs in it, I think. And the one guy was pinning me down the floor, another guy punching me in the mouth. And I woke up at the Coast Guard station all bloody. I guess they took me to a hospital, and the drugs were making me go crazy. I knocked the shit out of the emergency room. They took me out to Air Force Base. Next morning, I got stitched up. I got back, and the commanding officer, because he fell that time, I think, was putting the heat on me about it. It was my fault. And he was going to have me court-martialed and sent to penitentiary. My chief stopped all that.
Yeah. From the outside in, it's easy to blame the guy throwing fists.
Right.
But if they don't know the whole backstory, that
Right.
you were, that you were drugged against your will.
Right.
You know.
Well, after I got out of the hospital and came back, the FBI was there talking about it, and they just wanted information.
Yeah.
They said, we're 99% sure you didn't do anything wrong. I said, right. The thing wrong was being there. I didn't know any better. So I described the people, and what was the name of the girl? I told them.
Yeah.
And they shook their heads. So they were already, I guess they were already working on that thing, trying to build a case.
Maybe this wasn't the first time they'd done that.
Right. So they took me in a car on the big bridge going from Superior to Duluth. You could see the houses. He said, look up there, and he pointed to the area. Which house of those two is the one? I said, the green one. Yep, we know that.
Huh. That's fascinating.
Oh, yeah. I never thought that would happen.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine somebody drugging someone else in order to beat them up. If they're really a tough guy, they'd be able to beat you sober.
She had her brother bring her over to the Coast Guard station. And they wanted to know why I wasn't calling her. I said, figure it out. You took me to a place.
What happened last time?
You took me to a place where there's 3 animals that tried to kill me. And why aren't I calling you? Figure it out.
Yeah.
I never want to see her again.
Yeah. I wonder if she was ignorant of what was happening.
Oh, no.
Or playing along.
They didn't know her name, so she was playing along.
Yeah.
It had to be drugs that got me because I only drank a third of a glass of wine.
Yeah,
and that wouldn't bother anybody.
That's not enough to knock you out.
Right. They brought me back in my car on the floor in the back after I was puking and bleeding my car. And I guess they left me in the car running out in front of the station, and they got in their car and left. And the guys went out and saw what happened.
Yeah, that's a hell of a mess.
Oh. I remember
Literally
screaming.
and figuratively. Yeah. I always conflate it. Were you on a Coast Guard hockey team or another hockey team?
Coast Guard.
What was that all about?
Well, in Ensign, that's the first row, and the first one in a row of officers, like a rookie officer, wanted to on the ice out there beside the Coast Guard cutter Woodrush, which was right next to us. he was fixing up for some guys that try to play hockey or mess around with it one day at lunchtime. So he came up to me and said, "You're the best one here." And they built a team. We went, I'm trying to remember the name. See, I'll remember it in a minute, but I told you about some retired NHL hockey players. So he had a team up there.
Yeah.
They would only lose 1 or 2 games a year. I mean, they were awesome. But we beat them by 1 goal. They were shocked. That one guy said, "Where'd you learn all that?" I said, "I was behind the bench for 3 years on a professional hockey team in Pittsburgh. I didn't learn from that."
Yeah. You learn by observation.
Right. Well, the first time we were playing around, one of the players had a puck and he was trying to keep it away from me.
Yeah.
I poke checked him. That means he had the puck on his stick. Was able to hit his stick forward, and the puck went underneath his legs out of there. And the guys were all laughing at him.
Yeah.
He threw his stick up in the air. "God damn it!"
You got him good.
Yeah. A kid beat me. A kid beat me.
You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. That's amazing.
He was the guy when the team was playing Springfield. They had a big, tall guy in that team, Ted Harris. And there was a big fight with everybody. And it was all done except Harris and the guy I got the puck from. He had him pinned to the ice on his shoulders and he kept grinding his fist in his eye. And the players kept looking at the coach and jump out there. It would have been a bench clear and brawl.
Yeah.
And the coach was staring at the other bench. So nobody went out, but he really got the hell beat out of him.
Wow.
So next time they came in, I was up putting the sticks away in warm-up. He skated over the red line to our bench and said, "Hey, you like your eyes?" I picked up the goalie stick. I said, "Go ahead, try." I was scared to death of him. I didn't let him know that.
Yeah, to show that you weren't afraid, even though you were.
Yeah. When the players started coming out for warm-up and they see him, they rushed over.
Quite a tale.
Yeah. He was a jerk.
About how far along in your career as a Coast Guardsman did you meet Mom? I always forget how you actually met Mom.
Oh, blind date.
Blind date.
The guy who was stationed with had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's how it worked out.
Yeah. Was it like a first, second year, or that you were third year?
Oh wait, it was the middle of the 3rd year.
All right. So kind of close to the end of your.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. A blind date. I thought I could have sworn. I don't know how this idea got in my head that like Mom was in a canoe race and you were there for some reason.
Oh yeah, that was something else. I really didn't meet her as a girlfriend then.
Oh.
They were stuck someplace and we went to help them. 4 or 5 of us. She was one of them.
Oh, okay.
She remembered me. I didn't remember her.
Yeah. That's okay. Okay, so it's both. That was like the first time you saw her, but the second time was at the blind date.
Yeah.
Was there a large period of time between those 2 events, or no?
Oh, the summer until November, so maybe 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. Huh. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Always curious about that.
Yeah.
And now I know.
We went to see a movie, Dr. Zhivago. It's the worst thing I ever watched. I pretend I liked it.
I understand some kind of sort of intellectual movie.
Yeah, it really is.
Kind of boring.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I know of it, but I've never seen it. I've never really looked at the plot or anything.
I couldn't tell you what the plot was.
Yeah. What was it like when Sandy was born?
How do you mean?
Like, where were you at when you found out she was going into labor? Where did she?
I was at the
any
hospital.
drama getting to the hospital, or?
No, it was pre-planned ahead of time, but same thing for you.
Oh, that's
they
right.
induced the labor.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah. They put her in I don't know what it was called. Fastened there. Something on wheels as you roll. And they let me, when they came out of the delivery room, they had me put her over, drive her over, push her over to the room they put her in. And I was so proud.
Yeah.
When you were born, I couldn't even get near you.
Oh.
The hospital in Pittsburgh didn't allow that. They sent me to a drugstore downstairs with a coffee shop. And they said, we'll call when they're ready for you.
Yep.
I couldn't even get up to 4.
Wow. Yeah, that was before they really started including dads in the whole thing.
That's right.
We've really changed how we do things like that now.
Yeah.
Did you do you remember what you saw or what it looked like when you first saw Sandy? Like what she looked like? What was the?
I was just so proud.
Yeah.
Happy. Same thing when I saw you the first time.
Yeah.
She was in her room in the hospital in Pittsburgh. The door was closed.
Mm-hmm.
The nurse said, you can go in. I figured, God, something happened bad.
Right.
And she said, I said, you got a son. I was really happy.
Yeah.
Proud. You had some things wrong with you. I didn't know if you were going to make it there either.
Yeah. I know I had, like, jaundice.
No, it's called I can't pronounce the word right. Highland or Hyman disease. Well, it was the same thing President Kennedy's baby had that died.
Oh.
There was a blockage in one of the lungs, and they couldn't get air.
I didn't know that. I thought I just had like a discoloration to me.
You did. That's because you didn't have oxygen.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
We had to wait a week to bring you home. There was constant worry. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? You turned out good.
I had no idea that it was that severe.
Oh,
I didn't know that it had something to do with my lungs. I thought it was just discoloration for whatever reason. They put me under special light or something, or maybe I'm confused.
They might have. They probably did. I think that's what I remember. Because your skin started to turn yellow.
Yeah.
They did the same thing you did. They did to Sandy. They kept taking blood out for checking it for sugar and that.
Because mom's diabetic, so they're looking for that.
They take it out. They take it out of baby's heels.
Yeah. Everything else is so delicate.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of your service history, your hockey history, family history. That was fun.
Yeah.
Now, I have all this on my dash cam. Would you mind if I shared it with Sandy?
What will you share?
What we just talked about.
Oh, sure, you can share it.
That way she can have a record of family history too.
Yeah.
I just always like to ask before I share stuff.
It's okay.
I know we didn't talk about anything bad, but some people are very shy about that. They don't like the idea of it, but that way we can share it with them.
Right.